Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining. Today, I will be talking about Spiderpool dynamic topology-aware RDMA allocation for GPU-based AI workloads. In a multi-tenant inference cluster, we need to use every bit of GPU resource efficiently. Suppose there are multiple distributed inference tasks that use tensor parallelism with 4 GPUs per node and data parallelism across 2 pods on 2 nodes. In that case, GPU and RDMA device allocation on each node must be very fine-grained. In a cluster with 2 meet these needs, we must solve 2 key issues. First, I think the device plugin for GPU and RDMA are separate components. When just allocating a subset of GPU on each node, they don't coordinate the allocation of GPU and RDMA device resource based on PCIe affinity for the GDR. Second, we need to assign each pod a set of dedicated RDMA device, each with its own IP address, so that the RDMA traffic can be identified and observed. Spiderpool is a CNI plugin that provides for CNI functionality. It enables only networking for containers, particularly for RDMA network interface. In its latest version, it implements DRA and NRI capability, allowing it to better meet the networking requirements of AI inference, as mentioned in previous slide. It can detect the PCIe affinity between NICs and GPUs and provide fine-grained allocation of RDMA devices. On the other hand, based on SRIOV, containers can be provided with dedicated RDMA NICs and independent IP addresses, ensuring that each container's RDMA traffic is individually traceable within the network. So let's dive into the details. This slide demonstrates one approach provided by Spiderpool called predefined RDMA resource allocation. In advance, a resource claim template can be created to how interfaces should be assigned from a set of master network interfaces. When creating a pod, users can reference this resource claim, and Spiderpool will then apply only the specified RDMA NICs to the pod without considering PCIe topology for GPU. Through this usage pattern, administrators can have fine-grained control over how RDMA devices are allocated. This slide demonstrates another approach called adaptive RDMA resource allocation. Users are not required to specify detailed configurations during the NRI phase of pod startup on a node. Spiderpool detects the PCIe slot of GPU allocated by the GPU device plugin and then adaptively assign RDMA NICs with PCIe affinity for those GPUs. In contrast, traditional GPU and RDMA device plugin cannot achieve this kind of adaptive allocation strategy. Okay, so to wrap up, Spiderpool brings several new features for AI inference, especially with small modules. Thank you. Thank you very much.